Yo, what's going on, Senpai Squad? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, I've not made a Tokyo Shinobi Squad video in quite a while. It's probably been well over a month probably now. I think last time I talked about it was probably around chapter 3 or 4. And unfortunately, this wasn't the video I wanted to make when I finally returned to talking about this series. Because you guys know, when that new bunch of Jump manga came out not too long ago, I think it was Tokyo Shinobi Squad, Beast Children, Samurai 8, and I think there was one other. Tokyo Shinobi Squad and Samurai 8 really stood out for me. They're the two series that I've decided to cover since those new series all dropped. And unfortunately, life's not looking too great for Tokyo Shinobi Squad. So for those of you that don't know, Tokyo Shinobi Squad Volume 1 is releasing, I believe, next week. I think it's the 4th of September that it officially releases. And pre-orders for it haven't looked too good. I believe on the Japanese Amazon, it ranked around 42,000 in comic books and manga, which isn't great. That's pretty low. 42,000. I can't even name off the top of my head like 100, let alone 42,000. And it's a bit over that. I think it's about 42,080, I want to say. That's not great. Now, that and as well as Beast Children, and I know there's another one, I can't think. They're not looking too great either. But Tokyo Shinobi Squad is very, very worrisome. Now, however, there are some positives I can bring you. The author, I believe, of Trigun, which is a series I have never seen, never read, but I know it's relatively popular. I believe it's one of those like classic anime. It's quite an older series, if I'm not mistaken. The author of Trigun is pushing Tokyo Shinobi Squad. He's doing the hard work for us. So hopefully that alone will give it a few extra sales, a few extra fans that hopefully can see it live past this next axe period by Shonen Jump. Because I feel as though if it can get past this next bunch of series that are going to get axed, like I said, Beast Children and whatnot, I think maybe then Tokyo Shinobi Squad will be hit with the real world and think, okay, we need to pick it up a bit. Because I can understand why it faces the very, very potential threat of being cancelled. I mean, fans of the series, myself included, I remember when I first uploaded my review for this series and the comments were like, yeah, I really enjoyed this. I just hope it doesn't get axed. And that's the biggest issue I've had with it. From day one, no matter how enjoyable it was, it always had that feel about it as a series which us as Shonen Jump readers have seen many, many times before. And it's that type of series which you just got the vibe of it getting axed from, unfortunately. And it's just kind of like, ask yourself, all the people who were saying, I really liked it, just hope it doesn't get axed. It's one of those things. You can't quite put a finger on what it is, but you shouldn't be thinking, oh, I hope this doesn't get axed straight away. Because if you do, it's clear that there's something not quite right. And I think the biggest problem I've had with Tokyo Shinobi Squad, which is one of the reasons I've not been covering it every week like I've been with Black Clover, Samurai 8, all of those. The reason is because the story doesn't seem to want to go anywhere, which is a shame because I think the premise, the characters, the power system, the art, I think it's all very, very good. I think the choreography and the fights are very, very good. And if this could last long enough to achieve an anime adaptation, I think it'd be superb. It would look really, really good animated. Now, the problem is, like I was saying, the story is the thing that highly, highly lets it down. I think we're about 12 chapters in, I want to say. And I remember I said on Twitter a few weeks ago, I think it was around about chapter 7, I said I'll give it till around chapter 15, and if by then we've still not established any form of main plot, then I'm going to drop the series now, because like I was saying, we're 12 chapters in and we've not really had any sign at all of knowing what the main plot's going to consist of. which isn't great. I was having a look on Amazon when I was looking at the pre-orders for this and where it ranked. And I had a look at what the Japanese description was for Volume 1 because I was thinking, well, I've read all these chapters and I still don't really know what the premise is. And I had a look and it's said along the lines of Jin Narumi, I think was his name, the strongest shinobi going around solving crime. And I was thinking, that sounds so boring. And it made me a bit worrisome because that's all we've had so far. And I'm saying, oh, we've had no main plot. Is what we've got the main plot? Is it just going to be Superpower Shinobi Scooby-Doo? Is that what Tokyo Shinobi Squad is? Because if it is, I can fully understand why it is getting cancelled because there's no main plot. It's very interesting. And another thing that doesn't go in Shinobi Squad's favour is this current era of Shonen Jump. It's a very good era. There's a lot, and I'm talking a lot of extremely worldwide popular series it's got to compete against each week. You're talking One Piece, you're talking Black Clover, My Hero Academia, Promised Neverland, now Samurai 8, which came out at the same time with it, automatically putting it down. Other series, what was I saying? Jujutsu Kaisen, Spy Family, Act Age, lots of very, very popular series. Haikyuu as well, absolutely dominating Shonen Jump. Where does Tokyo Shinobi Squad fit in there? And I think that's why that and all the other series that have came out before, and the other bunch of new manga that came before Shinobi Squad, I think there was one called Neolation, I think Last Seikyu was another one. They're gone. They're axed. I think it's unfortunate for Tokyo Shinobi Squad. I just hope that the author and I think the mangaka as well, the artist, because I think they're two separate people, the artist especially, I hope they do come back at some point because I love the art. The story had promise. I'm going to say, I say had just in case it does get cancelled. If it doesn't, I hope it's a wake-up call. I hope it really picks up the pace. Because the pacing of the story that we've had hasn't been a problem. The pacing's not been the problem necessarily. It's just the story that we've got. It needs to get to the good bit and then sail it out from there. And then I think then Tokyo Shinobi Squad has chance to live. But it's still not looking good. We've just got to hope that it's basically Tokyo Shinobi Squad is the best of a bad bunch. That's what we're hoping for now. That's our best chance of survival, unfortunately. That it just has to be slightly worse, slightly better than the rest of the shit, basically. Like I said, I didn't want this to be my next Tokyo Shinobi Squad, but I haven't got much videos planned at the minute, or none ready to come out, and no reviews planned until the weekend, obviously. So I wanted to do something, and I thought this was kind of exploding on Twitter last night, so I thought, you know what, let's do it. Guys, if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're not already to become a member of the Senpai Squad. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Did you like Tokyo Shinobi Squad? Do you hope it gets cancelled? I mean, I don't know why you'd wish that on anything. Do you hope it survives? Are you enjoying it? Can you see why it's happening? Because like I said, I don't want it to happen, but I can see exactly why it's happening. Also, if you couldn't tell already, we've got a new setup going on. I really like just being able to sit here and a bit closer to the mic, arms on the desk. It's a bit more chilled out. Leave a like on the video. I've already said all that shit. See you guys in another video. But until then, peace.
目指す場所とはまだ見ぬ定め近づいてくる決戦の時